Third down and 3. Herbert over the middle, and it is caught by Keenan Allen with a flag down.
First-year pros all the way to 10th-year pros that are on that practice squad.
Vidal on 3rd and 1, and he picks up the first down. 7 of the 8 plays on this drive have been on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert to the air. And he locates Vidal across the 30, still on his feet. And that extra effort may have given him enough for a first down. Herbert fires, and it's caught. Another first down. And another Keenan Allen first down reception. LA now 3 for 3 on this drive on 3rd downs. Chargers can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Herbert standing in there again, now throws, it's complete. Johnston pinballs in, touchdown! Quentin Johnston with his 7th touchdown of the year.
Chargers going to empty set. You're going to see Johnson coming across your field. Ends up matched up with a linebacker in Devin White, and that's an advantage for the Chargers. Justin Herbert sees it, stays alive, steps up into the pocket, delivers the throw.
He was 5 for 5 on that drive for 39 yards. Here's Geno Smith, and he's got a wide open Brock Bowers. Plenty of room to run as Bowers goes into LA territory and picks up 26 yards. Chargers fans making some noise. It's 3rd down and 9. That's Tucker in motion. Pressure coming. Geno hit. Geno sacked. Derwin James. He came flying in the backfield, and the Raiders will punt. In his first season with LA. Throwing left, he's got a completion to Trey Harris, who's shoved out of bounds by Darian Porter.
Gonna be a big 3rd and short.
Wow. Okay, AJ, thank you. 3rd down and 6. And Lance will just give it to Vidal, who turns the corner and picks up the first down. Wow, big play to close out the first quarter here at SoFi. 3rd and 1. Vidal may have taken a face mask, but he picks up the first down, and now the flag is out. So once again, the Chargers convert on 3rd down, unless this one's coming back.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 45. 15-yard penalties added on to the end of the run with an automatic first down.
Herbert throwing and completing it to Keenan Allen for a first down. Play action. Herbert throwing. He's got a wide open Gadsden inside the 5. The rookie tight end picks up 28 yards, and it's 1st and goal for Los Angeles. Herbert takes the snap, looking left, throwing left, and it is picked off. Intercepted by Kelly. Caillou Blue Kelly with his 3rd interception of the season. Just the 9th offensive play of the game for Las Vegas. Smith in his own end zone, taking a shot down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Coming over was Tony Jefferson. I think he was out of bounds, but he did catch it, and the officials are discussing it. Jefferson thinks he has an INT, and they are giving it to him.
In this game so far, haven't really gotten to him, number 15.
Doesn't have a catch. Herbert on 3rd down over the middle. Keenan Allen, and he's going to be very close to a first down. Vidal. He is stuffed. Devin White in the backfield. Smith, and he's got the first down. That's Jack Besh, the 2nd-round pick out of TCU, with just his 9th catch of the year, a gain of 16.
In a softer coverage and picks up the first down.
And for nothing else, it just gives that Las Vegas defense a couple of extra minutes on the bench as Genty with another nice move, and then pushed out of bounds right near the marker by Tony Jefferson. 40 yards on this drive. Vegas had 17 total on their first 3 drives. Geno to the outside, incomplete, but a flag is down. Intended for Trey Tucker.
Pass interference, defense number 2. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul with an automatic first down.
I'd take a shot at the end zone.
Geno looking to take that shot. Bowers is down there at the 5. Good call, Jason McCourty. It's 1st and goal for Vegas, a 24-yard gain. 2nd and goal. Geno, end zone, wide open, touchdown. That's Bowers. His 4th touchdown of the season. And Geno Smith pumps his fist. A great drive by Las Vegas.
Receiver all the way out. Watch. So right here, we're going to get motion to get him out away from Bowers. And then that allows Bowers, well, the motion had already happened to the top side. And then Bowers just comes underneath. They created a one-on-one.
Herbert over the middle. Gadsden could not hold on. And then took a big shot by Devin White. Will just take a knee and go into the locker room tied at 7. That last drive for Las Vegas, 9 plays, 82 yards.
The players, they believe, have worked their butts off and deserve a win.
Here's Vidal on 3rd down, and he turns it upfield for a first down. Still going. Kamani Vidal down the sideline, and he has a touchdown. A 59-yard score. A career-long run for Kamani Vidal, and the Chargers regain the lead.
Take a look right there at 68. Gets the kick-out block on Porter, and Vidal makes an excellent cut before the inside pursuit can get to him. And then he hits the home run. The great nephew of Hank Aaron does exactly like Uncle. Just imagine if Trevor Lawrence is able to elevate his play. Jacksonville feel real good about what they've got.
Geno Smith takes the check down. Genty with a stiff arm and down the sideline, and then knocked down hard. First time he's been in an NFL game on 3rd down. Smith in trouble, and he's sacked. Tui Pelotu in the backfield, and a big play on 3rd down. Herbert standing in there, in trouble again, and down he goes. Crosby on 3rd down. That brings up a 3rd and 5 with Bowers, the motion man. Geno in trouble, and he's sacked. Mack in the backfield again. Certainly a number of Raiders fans in the building. He was trying to fire him up for this 3rd down and 5 play. Herbert on the slant. He's got a first down. Great throw and catch to Trey Harris. Devin White makes the stop, but a gain of 15. 2nd down and 8. Back to Patterson. Trying the right side. He's got some room. First down and more for Patterson. Once again, Chin with the tackle, but 23 yards for Jared Patterson. That is a career-long run for the 2nd-year man out of Buffalo. McConkey in motion on 3rd and 2. Herbert looking to run. Buying time now. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey.
But he had him early on this play as well.
When he didn't get him early, McConkey finished the route and then came back. And that's what got him open on the 2nd movement, right? The 2nd reaction, as you noted, had him early, didn't get it to him. So McConkey faked like he was moving deeper into the end zone and then came back towards the pylon. He was articulated. He's been hit a lot over the last 2 weeks.
2nd and 9. Back to Genty. And Genty able to stay on his feet. Great moves again by Genty, and there's an injured Charger down behind the play. That's Tier Tart. Genty, the running back, on 4th and 1. A give to Genty, and he's tripped up. Stopped behind the line, and the Chargers will take over. Herbert throws, looking for McConkey, who was out of bounds when he reeled that one in. That's a franchise record for the Raiders. Here's Vidal trying the left side. And spun down by Devin White on what is the final play of the third quarter. Out of the hold of J.K. Scott. And Dicker is money. Cameron Dicker.
Knowing that the Chargers know that they can pin their ears back and come after you.
Quick pass to Thornton, trying to get him in space, breaks a couple of tackles, and then takes a shot from Elijah Molden. But that's not exactly the best way to celebrate your birthday, by taking a shot like that, as Geno throws across his body to Ian Thomas. Geno has all day, now throwing to the sideline to Tucker to get the feet in. And now 3rd and 6. Geno on the slant. He's got Tyler Lockett for a first down. His good buddy from Seattle has his first catch today.
He's made people miss all afternoon, although it hasn't produced a lot of yards.
Geno to Best, juggled it and holds on. Now gets up, and when he got up, he got the first down. Yeah. 2nd and goal, blitz coming. Geno gets rid of it, incomplete. Oh, wait a minute! Bowers caught it! You gotta be kidding me! It looked like Geno was throwing that one to the turf, and Bowers with one arm brings it in. Wow.
It was so good, the crowd's not even booing the call. They're just watching. The ball never touches. And even if it had, he had control as he brought it in. Watch as he brings it in right there. That tip of the ball doesn't even touch. There's going to be a number of players going at him right here.
3rd down and 8. Herbert steps up, now rolling right, throwing on the run. He's got McConkey for a first down. Big play by Justin Herbert. Herbert, and Johnston has this one. Another 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch today for Quentin Johnston, and now a flag is down late.
And Max just reacted afterwards. He's like, all right, we're good, right?
Here's Trey Harris on 3rd and 2, and he picks up the first down. Another 3rd down conversion for Los Angeles. Patterson trying the left side, and he is spun down, but may have enough for a first down. Thomas Booker on the tackle, but with that spot, 1st and goal for LA. Patterson, the running back. And Patterson is in for a touchdown. His 3rd career rushing touchdown, but his 1st in 4 years. And the Chargers add to their lead. This for Max Crosby and Las Vegas.
Look how hard he runs there. He's met by Devin White. Laulu. Is that Laulu down there? Or is that Fotu?
Fotu.
Lucky Fotu, 95. Took it.
Smith chased by Dupree, throwing on the run and incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Let's see which team's going to be able to finish strong and make a push.
Vegas just runs it on 4th down. It will be Chargers ball, and that will do it. And you look at this final stretch now for the Chargers, handling their business today. But this is what lies ahead. Home against the Eagles. 3 tough road games, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Broncos, and then the Texans playing a lot better. They will host the Texans, but mission accomplished.